Hey, happy Saturday to you. I found myself on several occasions asking myself, why does this life intermittently seem so complicated? From asking direct questions in Google, and yes, I'm mentioning this, and getting irrelevant responses. They're totally unrelated to what I'm asking. To, at times, struggling just to get through the day. Life is supposed to be about lessons and growth, absorbing all the things we experience. Everyone lately on the internet claimed to be an expert for every subject. Did you notice this? And in that perspective, you'll find so many different viewpoints. I know I have. So is there really a right answer to any of this? I'm going to read a quote from Elizabeth Gilbert's memoir, From Eat, Pray, Love. In the end, I've come to believe in something I call the physics of the quest, a force in nature governed by the laws of gravity. The rules of quest physics goes something like this. If you're brave enough to leave behind everything familiar and comforting and set out on a truth-seeking journey, either internally or externally, and if you are truly willing to regard everything that happens to you on that journey as a clue, if you accept everyone you meet along the way as a teacher, and if you are prepared, most of all, to face and forgive some of the most difficult realities about yourself, then the truth will not be withheld from you. I have to tell you, that's one of my favorite movies too, by the way. This really stuck out. You know, in my almost 5 years since I sold my cute little cottage house to live full-time in a 36-foot motorhome, and trust me, she's not a new motorhome. She now just turned 24 years old. And I travel. Life has been such a journey of lessons and thrills, wonders, upheavals, and an entire world of absolutely unknowing what's going to happen next, who I'm going to meet, learning to forgive myself and forgive others, just letting go of the past, living in the moment, living in the now. Most people see what I'm doing in this type of journey as a luxury. It's fun-seeking, it's adventurous, being free from everyday worries. Well, I'm here to tell you, after almost 5 years, that is a misconception. Life, no matter where you're at, it's complicated. People are complicated. Situations are complicated. And again, that's no matter where you're at. Even relationships, while you're on the road or whether you're on the other side of the grass. Relationships are brief. Friendships come and go. Once you begin to change your perspective on how you live life and letting go of what was normal to you before, seeing yourself and the lessons in things all around you, life, it really does change. Learning to openly admit all that you see, all that you experience, all that you surround yourself with, even those day-to-day changes, they're all meant to happen. I think I traveled more, honestly, during those shutdowns in 2021 than I do now. Mostly, formerly, it was because of my JOBs. It had to be available and pretty much stationary. Now, though, why I'm not traveling so much? Well, the cost of living right now is a little over the top, but a little bit of fear. Mostly, though, it's every time I'm kind of ready to delve into a new place or a new adventure. Lately, a wall seems to appear. Something just always seems to happen to prevent me from moving and moving too quickly. This I now acknowledge that it tells me that there's more lessons here. Maybe more people that I need to meet in this place that I'm currently at. Maybe more lessons and to continue finding myself. To learn how to still live like the gate is left open, yet taking more time to enjoy being me in this present place. To maybe just breathe. I'm asking you, how many of us in our lifetimes thus far have actually been able to take the time to really just breathe? Think about it. Most of the time, we're allowed to take maybe a few days to ourselves to rejuvenate, maybe take a vacation or a long weekend. And what is it we find ourselves doing during that time? Be honest, we stay occupied on things, thinking, oh my gosh, okay, now I have time. I have a few days to myself. I can finally get stuff done. I can get that sink fixed. I can clean up the yard, get the dogs to the groomer or the vet. I can finish that shopping. I got birthdays coming up, fix something else, get that big pile of laundry done, catch up on maybe some television. But then you need to stop and think, what seriously and honestly did you do for you? It's funny because when I think about this, I think about when my kids were younger and causing chaos. My sanctuary ended up being the bathroom. Yes, eventually they still ended up finding me. And this is to let you know that the grass isn't always greener on the other side, because now I'm living in my sanctuary world, just me and my rescues. Cleaning is 1 step ahead and 5 steps behind, but that's okay. I no longer find myself struggling in the I must get everything done. When it comes to work, my work right now is scripting, recording, auditioning, editing, proofing, uploading, and continuing my additional coaching work and training. Prior to this, for years, it was compromise my time, push, make time, rearrange time, dealing with life, going from here to there, getting whatever needed to be done, and literally struggling every single day to go to bed, wake up the next morning, and start all over again. That's all I knew. And that's all I knew and saw while growing up. Yet, I learned to always wake up every morning saying, this is my day for a fresh start. But because I would always share this way of thinking, others, they really had an issue with this. What they would do is they would actually pursue any previous day grievances that I had already put to rest just to start all over again. You know, I never really, a couple fields, but not really overall working in fields that I held a huge passion for my primary JOBs. That type of work, it just didn't seem to come to me like I felt it would. So I took what opportunities were offered, and I know I'm jumping around a little bit, but thinking this is an opportunity in itself to learn and grow. After decades of working these JOBs and lessons, yes. Did I grow? Eventually, yes. Realizing the entire time, and I'm being completely honest, I was struggling to be what and who others wanted me to be. I lost myself. You know, you lose yourself in that world where for some reason you feel you don't fit. Sometimes you feel like you don't belong. We all need to make it through our journeys in this life, our lessons, our complicated times, our achievements, our challenges, and those wins, all so that we can come to know what our true journey is. As Kutut said in Eat, Pray, Love, when you smile, and this is not a quote, smile in every part of your body, even in your liver. It's funny because this is a great way to activate feelings of joy within. For me, just saying or hearing that little portion of the movie, I don't know why, but it always makes me feel a little bit lighter inside and always makes me smile. So let's come out on the brighter side of life, finding ourselves once again to not be forced or force ourselves to conform, but to really watch for those things, even work, that brings us so much joy and happiness. Thank you for tuning in again to this week's episode. Can't wait for you to tune in next week for another discussion topic. We're going to keep this going on the happy side, encouraging all who listen and follow to like and comment and visit me now on other platforms. Yes, we are now on multiple podcast platforms like Amazon Podcasts. So just ask Alexa for the Just Colleen Podcast or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and other podcast platforms. If you are not able to locate this podcast on a platform, please reach out to me and let me know which platform. Just may need some tweaking. Remember, we're also on YouTube. Shelters and rescues are full and really need your help. Whether it be to maybe go and spend some time just sitting or walking with a shelter pet, donate a few sheets or blankets or maybe a few dollars. Every single penny and every single effort counts. And mentioning Beer City Dog Biscuits, they assist those with special needs with employment and entrepreneurship training and provide amazing homemade dog biscuits while working with rescues and shelters. If you or anyone you know is experiencing a difficult time right now, reach out to your health professional, or if it's an emergency, dial 911. Me, as a life coach, I'm here for you. I'm here to hear you and walk you through everyday or repeated issues that you may be experiencing and come out on the lighter side of life. Reach out via email or on our website, along with additional links down below in the description. As always, thanks again for tuning in to another episode of the Just Colleen Podcast. Don't let life get you down, and have a fantabulous day.